Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. The ceremony is about to begin. Please silence your cell phones and rise for the processional. Please remain standing for the flag bearers to come in. Please welcome Daniela Reyes, a 14th quarter student, for the singing of our national anthem. If you choose to, this would be a great time to remove your hat as a sign of respect.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was beautiful, right? We'd like to welcome Dr. Robert Logan, DC, CCP, up to the stand to give our invocation.
Just quickly before, it was 35 years ago today that I walked across this stage, so. As we gather to honor these graduates, let us pause for a moment and give reverence according to our individual personal beliefs. We do this respect for the essential unity of all humanity. We give thanks for this special day as we gather to celebrate the perseverance and achievements of our graduates. We give thanks for their opportunity to learn and grow throughout this rigorous and challenging program. May their wisdom increase with experience as they go forth into the world and discover how profoundly they are needed. May they serve their communities with joy, grace, and love. May their lives be of use to humanity, and may their talents and intelligence help heal the world. May it be so.
My name is Dr. Scott Donaldson. I'm the provost here at Life West. Well, I'd like to thank you all for being here this historic day. And please have a seat. It's my great honor to introduce the third president of Life Chiropractic College West, Dr. Ron Oberstein. Dr. Oberstein graduated from Life Chiropractic College, now Life University, in 1981, and was in active practice for 36 years before taking on the presidency of Life Chiropractic College West. Prior to becoming the president of Life West, Dr. Oberstein was a member of the Life West Board of Regents from 1991 to 2016, including 2 years as chairman of the board. He served in instructional and leadership roles in numerous organizations, taught chiropractic technique, philosophy and principles, and mentored chiropractors around the world. Dr. Oberstein strongly conveys chiropractic vitalism with a deep understanding of the salutogenic health model and its incredible value to patient care. Dr. Oberstein and his wife of 37 years, Dr. Mary Oberstein, practiced together since 1986. They travel the world spreading the chiropractic message and have 3 daughters, Dr. Lauren, Morgan, and Sydney, all of whom are chiropractors. Welcome, Dr. Oberstein.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Life Chiropractic College West's 87th commencement ceremony. I'd like to welcome our graduates' families, relatives, significant others, and friends who are with us to celebrate this wonderful occasion. Also, I'd like to welcome everyone from the college, including our faculty, administration, and staff, as well as the Doctors of Chiropractic in the audience today. Thank you all for your presence. I would also like to acknowledge the members of the Life West Board of Regents. They couldn't be here with you tonight, but you are in their thoughts and their prayers, and they are very excited for this graduation for you. Today is a very special day, and one that has been greatly anticipated by our graduates, faculty, staff, and administration. We're celebrating the culmination of years of study, tests, patient care, and hard work by our graduates, and we can finally see the finish line. On behalf of the college and the Board of Regents, we welcome everybody here tonight. It's my honor to introduce to you the salutatorians for the spring 2025 and summer 2025 classes. The salutatorian is traditionally the student who has the second highest cumulative grade point average in each cohort represented at commencement. If you'll come up when I call your name. The spring 2025 salutatorian is Lauren Eads. And the summer 2025 salutatorian is Jaren Hua. I would now like to present our valedictorians, who are the students with the highest cumulative grade point average in their respective cohorts. From the spring 2025 class, the valedictorian is Ryan Gannett.
Hey everybody, first and foremost, I just want to give a big thanks to my friends and family for coming out here supporting me today, but also supporting me all along this journey. I also want to give a special thank you to Dr. H. Bell, who's been my clinic mentor and helped me develop not only as a chiropractor, but also as a person, as well as Dr. Westorf, who's helped me in a lot of substantial ways as well. I also want to shout out my fellow classmates, YSL, the homies. And yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming here today. So the journey was not an easy one, but it was a journey. And so I have a funny story to start us out. So my very first night before the first day of Life West for me, I was actually so nervous that it was like 2 a.m. and I commute here, so I leave at like 5:45, 6 a.m. And it was at 2 a.m. the night before. And if you can't tell by the hair, I love surfing. And so I was dreaming that I was surfing. I just caught a wave and I was diving into the water. And I actually woke up diving into my wall, and I hit my head on the wall, sliced my stomach open. There was glass and blood and all kinds of stuff. So that's how it started. And so that was, a rough start. But I still showed up that morning, and I was ready to give all that I got. So it worked out. So over the time here, I've been able to watch myself as well as my fellow classmates just transition from these students who, we thought we knew a lot, but really didn't know much of anything, and transition into these passionate, skilled, knowledgeable, soon-to-be chiropractic doctors, ready to serve our communities with purpose and heart. So I have a lot of fond memories here. A lot of them are study-related. A lot of different times where, so we're in class from 7:30 to 5 every day, and they're just throwing material at you, and you have to figure out how the heck am I going to retain any of this. So good memories of, staying after school and working on the whiteboards and just trying to figure out how we're going to get as much out of it as we can. Also memories of going into the cadaver labs and learning there, as well as going, and just practicing setups over and over and over again. I also have fun memories that aren't school related. We would always take tests, and then to celebrate, you get like a 15-minute break. We run to the basketball court, and then we start playing sevens and start hooping. And so that was one of my favorite things about school, because I get to look forward to that. On top of that, we went to the beach with our whole cohort, and we just had a lot of different fun. We worked out together. One of my favorite things was literally just arguing about sports during lunch. Every lunch we would argue. And so it caught me off guard. I don't know if you guys know this, but there are Raider fans in doctorate programs. And so that caught me off. So I wasn't looking to that. So go Niners. Sorry, I had to say that. But anyways, so even though all of us came from different backgrounds, we had different goals, different ages and all that, for one reason or another, we all chose chiropractic. And we all chose to work our butts off so that we could be here and be excited to walk across the stage today. And so for my hope for all of us, I hope that we never lose sight of where we came from, and that we carry forward our individuality, our God-given gifts, and our personal visions to love and serve our patients with purpose and compassion. I'm going to do some quotes. I really like sports. So Tom Brady, whether you like him or not, he's awesome. So he says, to be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. And that's consistent, determined, and willing to work for it with no shortcuts. And Stephen Curry, Bay Area legend, says, be the best version of yourself in anything you do. All you need to have is a faith in God, an undying passion for what you do, a relentless drive, and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful. So looking back at these champions in their fields, it can remind us that greatness isn't reserved for the extraordinary, that it's built by the consistent, the committed, and the courageous. And so as we step into our careers, we should remember that success as chiropractors isn't going to come from these flashy moments. It's going to come from the daily decision to show up with integrity, with intention, and with heart. And so if we stay grounded in who we are, we stay faithful to the calling that brought us here, and we serve with the same passion that it took to get through this program, then there's no limits to the lives that we'll impact. For me personally, I want to bring hope to the hopeless. I want to improve the quality of life in my community through holistic chiropractic care that not only promotes healing, but prevents injury, enhances performance, and addresses widespread challenges of chronic pain and spinal neglect. I want to meet people where they are, address them uniquely, and inspire lifelong habits that can change their life, including movement, strength, and wellness. I know I'm not alone in this. I know each and every one of us out here has a unique vision that's shaped by our own story and our own purpose. So I cannot wait to see all the lives that we'll touch and the difference that we'll make. So let us step confidently into our roles as healers and advocates for those who need us most. The future is bright because of the promise and potential that each of us holds. So congratulations, class of 2025. Let's carry our calling forward and change lives for the better. Thank you.
Today, we have 2 students with the exact same GPA that share the honor of being at the top of the Summer 2025 class. The first valedictorian for the Summer 2025 class is Brianna Connor.
Really short, so I'll have to bring this one down. Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and of course, my fellow graduates. It's an honor to be one of your valedictorians of the class of Summer 2025. We started this program together 3 years ago, and while we were in the trenches of biochem and infectious, memorizing every single microbe, it seemed like the end was never quite in sight. But now, looking back, it seems like just yesterday we took our picture at orientation on the front steps. Hundreds of exams, dozens of seminars in this very room, 4 sets of board exams, and countless hours of studying and adjustments all has led us to this very moment. Today, I stand here with you with immense pride, able to call each and every one of you my fellow future doctor. That title doctor may hold a different meaning for each of us. For some, it may represent years of hard work. For others, it symbolizes a family legacy, a personal achievement, or a childhood dream finally realized. But regardless of how it feels for each of you, it reflects years of commitment, sacrifice, and growth we've all experienced during this program. From the first day we stood on those front steps to take that picture, we knew we were in for a very long ride. And over the past 3 years, you've each grown not only as adjusters, but as clinicians, as healthcare providers, and most importantly, as healers. We have learned to listen, to care, and to serve our patients and community. Throughout this program, we've been challenged in ways we've never expected. We have been trained to be the ones who people trust with their most personal stories, their pains, their fears, and their health. I am proud to say that each and every one of you has accepted that challenge, and you've done so with grace, determination, and an unwavering commitment to your purpose. But today isn't just about celebrating what we've accomplished. It's about committing to who you want to become. Today marks the end of your formal education, but it also marks the beginning of something more important, the continuation of your journey as doctors. Becoming a great doctor doesn't simply happen by earning a degree or getting a title. It happens through the daily choices that we make, the choices to be present, to serve our patients with compassion, to never stop learning, and to always strive to be better than we were yesterday. So my challenge to you is this. After you walk across the stage, receive your diploma, and obtain your license, show up every single day with purpose, with humility, with intention. Don't just be doctors in your title, but in action. The world needs doctors who lead with empathy, who act with integrity, and who give themselves for the betterment of their patients. I have no doubt that each and every single one of you has the ability to be that doctor, the one who changes lives, who makes a lasting impact, and who leaves a legacy of healing. I've had the privilege of witnessing each and every one of you show up for each other and through your patients throughout all the years of this program. I've seen your dedication, your kindness, and your passion, and if you continue to bring that energy into every patient interaction, every adjustment, every single moment, I know that you will be the kind of doctor the world needs, the one who practices with clinical excellence, but also with heart. Whether you're joining a clinic, opening your own practice, working in pediatrics, teaching, sports, research, or creating something entirely new, know that the world needs chiropractors who are deeply rooted in service. It needs chiropractors who are guided by the principle of healing, who are committed to making the world a better place, one adjustment at a time. So, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations, future doctors. Lead with love, adjust with intention, and always, always strive to be the very best doctor that you can be. Congratulations to both the spring and summer classes of 2025. Thank you.
The second valedictorian for the summer 2025 class is Darcy D.C. Hebert.
First off, there are a few people I'd like to thank for helping me make it here today. My parents, who are here with us today, and my brothers back home for helping support me through my journey. My roommates, all of them, for helping me make my home away from home, including Sarah, who let me stay with her for a week while I was homeless. My fellow valedictorian, Brianna, for helping give me competition as I followed my quest to become valedictorian. And of course, my other classmates, all my friends, my students in tutoring, the pickleball club, and the founding fathers who made this whole thing worthwhile. Now, I'm not really one for long speeches, so please forgive me if I decide to run through the crowd and give everyone a high five to use up some time. But seriously, I am immensely proud to be able to stand in front of you all today and speak for my class. Unfortunately, I do have to follow both Ryan and Brianna, so you are all probably sick of excellent speeches for one day. It's been strange being back here and seeing you all again, especially since it's been 6 months since we all left the classroom together. And it's even more strange because when I think back on my time in the program, it's the time that we spent together in the classroom that stands out most in my mind. They say that shared trauma can bring people together. And we have all definitely been through some trauma together. For the last 3 years, we've been dragged through the trenches of classes and midterms and labs and lab midterms and finals and assignments and lab finals and boards and, of course, the confusing, haphazard mess that is the Life West Health Center. It's been said that we've spent countless hours together in those lecture halls, but let's also be honest, those countless hours would be a lot easier to count if they hadn't reinstituted an attendance policy. I personally spent many of those hours diligently taking notes and making flashcards to share with my class to, help them get through the program. And you might have wondered what compelled me to work so hard to make all those notes, and now that we're at the end of the program, I can finally admit it. You see, Mervyn used to sit at the front of the class, and I would usually stand or sit at the back of the class. And I really just had to find some way to distract me from staring at his magnificent calves. The faculty has been an immense help throughout the program, and there are a few special professors who I'd like to give a specific shout out to. Sue Ray, who might be with us here today, probably not. Whom every word she said showed up on part 1, 2, and 3 of the National Board exams. Dr. Fernando, who taught us more than we probably ever need or want to know about the stomachi. Dr. James, who used the same 50 true or false questions for every single exam. And Dr. Gina Edwards, who made all of our lives easier by leaving. Throughout the program, there have been a lot of long nights of studying, many a tear shed, and maybe even a broken wall or two. We are all brothers and sisters in arms, if you count Quizlet and ChatGPT as arms. And I salute all of you for surviving through our struggle. And now that we've made it to the end, we all have earned the prize of being thrown out into the wide world on our own and having to figure things out. Oh, but I almost forgot. At least for the summer class, we still have another 3 months of discussion posts and busy work assignments that we have to do before we're allowed to call ourselves doctors. And by the way, Jared, I really enjoyed reading your discussion post this week. I felt that you did an excellent job summing up the practical radiology content. Have a great week. And I know it sounds cheesy, and we've probably all heard it too many times before at this school, but I do believe that you are all contributing to the greatest profession on this planet, and I hope that none of you would be here if you didn't feel the same way. That being said, I know that you'll all do great things in the future. Go forth and make each other proud, classes of 2025.
we're auctioning the scripts off later. Thank you very much to our valedictorians. I'd like to now introduce our commencement speaker for this evening, Dr. Donald Epstein. A native of Brooklyn, New York, Dr. Epstein earned his undergraduate degree from Brooklyn College and his Doctor of Chiropractic degree from New York Chiropractic College in 1977, where he received the Clinical Excellence Award and led 2 thriving chiropractic practices in New York for 15 years. Dr. Epstein is the founder and developer of Network Spinal Analysis, a groundbreaking approach to chiropractic care known for its powerful mind-body applications. Since 1983, he has trained thousands upon thousands of chiropractors and students and supported more than 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 participants through his transformational GATE seminars. His work has been featured in numerous professional and mainstream publications. A pioneer in the exploration of human potential, Dr. Epstein has helped thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of individuals on their paths to healing, growth, and transformation. His teachings have reached even more through the many leaders and practitioners he has mentored. Dr. Epstein has served on the board of regents of Sherman College of Chiropractic, the board of directors of EarthSave, and is president of the Association for Network Chiropractic. When not traveling in service of his mission, he enjoys cherished time with his wife, Dr. Jackie, their 4 children, and 9 grandchildren. Please help me welcome Dr. Donnie Epstein to deliver our commencement address.
We all stand on the shoulders of those who have lived, often struggled, been victorious, and served. I want to acknowledge those people who've come before us and their partners who behind the scenes were always telling them, yes, you can do it. Were very often saying when they were low, you're not that great. And when they said they're great, they said, you're not so great, to keep them humble. I want to acknowledge Dr. Sid Williams and Nell. I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Ron Oberstein and his beautiful, amazing, amazing wife who's here, and Peter, and his wife, and Patty, you're someplace there. And each of us stand on the shoulders of someone else. And remember, there'll be thousands standing on your shoulders. We receive the fruit of who have come before us. May the fruit that people come after you be richer than we could have ever imagined. And through your education here, I feel assured of that. Thank you for the faculty. Thank you for the trustees. Thank you, students, and thank you, parents, and those who loved you enough and suggested you come here, and those who gave you the finances and the resources. But your greatest resources are your resourcefulness. Early in practice, I used a Renaissance method of practice where we gave a talk. I had flip charts, and it says, my name is Donald Epstein. My degree is DC, Doctor of Chiropractic. People come to me for 4 reasons. They have a sickness, pain, disease, and infirmity, and they were told that chiropractic has helped people with this. Many want to prevent a sickness, pain, disease, and infirmity because the greatest gift of chiropractic is things that never have to show up. And those who want to improve themselves, and those who want to improve the world. I dedicated myself to find out what's different about the spine and nervous system for each of these 4 potential groups of people. And I gave a talk proud I was a doctor of chiropractic with all the neurophysiology and all the flip charts that I enjoyed, and everyone fell asleep with the talk. Except my father and father-in-law, who got used to knowing what the next lines were going to be. And one of my doctors, Dr. Stanley Alpert, who I shared the office with, who was in practice a couple of decades before me, he gave a talk. He said, let's get our patients together and have the talks together. And he had a very large practice. He said very little, but he achieved very much. I didn't realize that at that time, my success in practice was inverse to the number of words I used with a patient and consistent with the results they got, because when the divine is working, shut the freak up and let them celebrate the results. So we get to the talk. I have some of my patients there on one side and his on the other. You see the setup here. And he goes out in his talk, he goes, and he sits down. I'm horrified. Here I'm having my patients. I'm a scientific chiropractor. He's going, Then he goes over to someone, he goes, right in the face, and he sits down. And I wait. Is he going to say something else? Please, God, save me from this. And he goes over, this is disease, it's cancer, it's arthritis, it's mental disease, and he sits down. Please, relieve me of this, please, God. And my patients are going like this. His patients are going, yes. And then he goes, and he sits down again. I was hoping he just stayed sitting down. After that, he goes over to people's faces, goes, What is his friggin' point? Please come to it. I'm a scientific professional. He has a large practice. How can it be so barbaric? And then he goes, this is disease. This is health. Studying this, treating this, will never give you this. Choose wisely. And he sat down, and all my patients gave him a standing ovation. I said, why can't you be so brief? Dr. Pat Sarasoli, one of my teachers also, said one time, Donnie, you say chiropractic is done by hand only. What about heart? You're in a technique prison. Remember, heart, soul's first, spine second. Remember that. Now, how many patients I see today, but how many souls were on board and how many took flight? Remember, practice is not about you feeling better about yourself, because I'll tell you, you're not going to feel better about yourself, no matter how much you earn, no matter how many people see, because you're not supposed to feel good about yourself. You're supposed to be humbled by the force of creation that moves through your hands and their bodies. You're never going to be enough, but the force of creation and intelligence is enough. And when you realize that, you realize who's really in charge and what you're really serving. And I also want to thank my wife, Jackie Knowles Epstein, to help me become worthy of being invited here to address you. I got points. Now, I'm going to tell you my recipe in life, my recipe for success, my recipe in practice, and it comes from my tradition and my tribe. The first, be a mensch. Mensch is a word taken in Yiddish, a Jewish Eastern European dialect of German. Mensch or Menschen in German is a person. It's not a person. It's a person who's a good person who does the right thing for the right reason without need for acknowledgement or applause. You may say, I want to give my gifts. If you have to be acknowledged for your gifts, you're taking, not giving. Remember the difference. In this profession, there's no room for heroes, villains, or victims. It's the organizing wisdom in that person who's hero in their journey. So a mensch is someone who shows up just the right reason. And my father and mother told me, when you're laid to rest, may they say, there was Donnie Epstein. He was a mensch. Most of the mensches who practice menschkeit, as would be, you may never know them, but you know it shows up around them. If they don't know your name, let them know what shows up around you. If you don't know, be an expert in love, may love show up around you. You don't have to know about healing to know how to initiate it. The second one is tikkun olam. It's a Jewish commandment. And it really says, help repair the world, not the circumstance, and prepare the world ultimately for a Messiah, but it's help repair the world so it's worthy of being saved in many ways. So you are part of the answer. May each of you, and then each of your patients, by the nervous system coherence they have, be part of the answer the world needs. And without a word said, that person somehow, by their beingness, not by even trying, helps light others up. May their spines be a beacon of life, of innate intelligence, of respect for the sacred. Without doing anything different, everything different happens. And the third of this is chutzpah. You have to get the phlegm up when you say it. Chutzpah, okay? I mentioned when a receptionist years ago was Irish Italian, said chutzpah. My practice grew up yidel by yidel. I lived in Brooklyn. Lots of Jewish people came to me. So it grew this way, and she would say with the next ch, please come up, not ch. Chutzpah. It is nerve. It is having the gall to say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done. When everyone else is running off the cliff and think you're crazy, you go the other way. Not doing what's trendy or what's comfortable. Being a leader, which needs in this time. In this times we need leaders. Leaders are needed in uncertainty times, not to give them what they want, but to provide the path for who they really are. Chiropractic intervenes at the exact spot of the spine of how we experience the world and how we show up in life. You see, we don't see the world as it is, we see it as we are. That is our greatest heaven and greatest hell. And when you're taking care of a person, see them as they are, not defected, not ill, not broken, just short of energy in their organizing wisdom. And at the same time, see who they can be. When you take care of them, I used to think that I was adjusting spines, then I was adjusting health. Then I was adjusting people. Then I was adjusting souls. Then I was adjusting destinies. May you adjust legacies. I asked my mother one time, what is this chutzpah you talked about? And she told me, in Manhattan, there's a person with a push cart selling apples. It says apples 15 cents. And every day a man puts 15 cents in a jar and takes the apple. Yes, that's wonderful. And one day he goes over and puts the 15 cents in. And the woman says, no, I don't want you to put 15 cents in. So he said, don't have to thank me, I'm not thanking you. Apples are now 25 cents. Chutzpah, nerve. You see, if you're a mensch, and don't seek to repair the world for the person, not just that vertebra or the life, but the word for the person, it's okay. If you seek to repair the world and you're not a mensch, it's just obnoxious. If you have chutzpah, it's really obnoxious unless you have not your truth or my truth, but help them find their truth, which leads them to serve and love more and be more of a human being worthy of our humanity and worthy of a legacy. And then the last one of all is gratitude. For what? Yes. Gratitude for gratitude's sake, because that seals the deal. And at the end of the day, may you be taunted, may you be exhausted, may you feel totally used up and smile and said, yes, today I was a mensch. Today I helped to prepare a world for the person. Today I had the nerve to say something that felt uncommon, or maybe I was going to be seen as a fool, or tell someone something about them that I sensed, but I had no idea how I sensed, but I knew I had to say it, and I found out it made the difference. Sometimes they'll tell you not the adjustment was the best, but somehow something you said, something you felt, something that was not in your chiropractic education, but was given to you as you adjust more and more people, showed up. And then, may you have gratitude for those who have come before you and build a world that at this world, time and world, it's a change in humanity from people who believe the physical world is all that is, and whoever collects the most stuff and consumes the most wins, And power is how you can control the access to energy and information, which is the operational definition of a subluxation, and how we can consume to somehow believe we're more because we've consumed more. And if you consume and you bind for yourself, instead may you give more than you ever took. With this new world of humanity, where they realize the invisible forces are the main thing. Everything in the physical world comes from the invisible forces. Energy and information is what organizing wisdom does to create reality. And instead of binding for yourself, you liberate for others. And in this world where we no longer have to control who has access to, but prosperity is having access to, abundance is what you give that gives access to, and may that be through your chiropractic adjustment every day, every night, while you work, while you sleep, while you dream, and may your legacy be bigger than you could ever imagine. May you live not ordinary, but extraordinary. And please don't do what's reasonable too often, because it's never inspired by spirit. If it's unreasonable, inspired by spirit, it seems unreasonable, it seems like I can't, and you say, yes, please, give me more. Thank you.
Faculty, would you please rise? If I can get the house lights up over here, please. Life Chiropractic College West faculty members are devoted educators. Day by day, subject by subject, they present necessary academic information, encourage clinical expertise, model professionalism with humor and kindness, and guarantee compliance with the many regulations required of Doctors of Chiropractic. It is my honor and pleasure to ask you to join me in acknowledging the essential contributions these dedicated teachers have made to the accomplishments of today's graduates. Thank you.
The presentation of the 2025 Presidential Awards. The chiropractic profession attracts individuals with a wide variety of talents. Some of our students are brilliant scientists and incredible academicians. Others show great talent in communicating chiropractic and in building meaningful relationships. Some of our students are natural leaders who are always willing to jump in and participate in projects, while other students focus on adjusting and taking care of patients in the health center. Then, there are students who show an all-around ability to thrive in all of these areas. They excel, regardless of the challenge put in front of them. Tonight, I would like to recognize an exceptional student from each graduating class who excelled in all of the following areas: academic performance, leadership and participation, communicating chiropractic philosophy, and clinical excellence. To select these Presidential Award recipients, each class first nominated the students from their own cohort who they believe best exemplified these characteristics. Each nominee then went through a rigorous selection process to determine the final recipient of this prestigious award. Neither of these two recipients have any idea that they have been selected for this prestigious award. Tonight, I am delighted to present the Presidential Awards to the following students, and when I call your name, if you'll come up on the stage. For the spring 2025 class, the Presidential Award goes to Christine Pacheco. And before I present the Summer 2025 Class Presidential Award, I'd like to read to you what's on this beautiful piece of glass that we're giving out. It says, the Presidential Award presented to, with their name, in recognition for outstanding and dedicated performance in leadership, academics, health center, and community service. Life Chiropractic College West, class, this will be of summer 2025, Give, Do, Love, Serve. For the summer 2025 class, the Presidential Award goes to Brianna Connor.
Before we proceed, we have a couple of chiropractors, doctors to recognize today. First of all, didn't realize it was going to happen. Dr. Ron Overstein has been the president of this college for the last 9 years. He has announced his retirement, and this is his final commencement exercise. Please join me in showing your appreciation for Dr. Ron Overstein. Dr. Overstein will be leaving the school soon and going on his journey, where the fourth president of Life Chiropractic College West will be Dr. Peter Kevorkian. Dr. Kevorkian. Dr. Kevorkian graduated from Palmer Chiropractic College 100 years ago, something like that. But today will be our first doctor to have his colors turned to Life West. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Jamie Motley, the founding program director of our Masters in Science of Diagnostic Imaging. Dr. Motley.
Thank you, Dr. Donaldson. As you all may know, I'm Dr. Jamie Motley, and I'm the program director for the Masters of Science in Diagnostic Imaging program here at Life West. In the fall of 2019, we began the Masters of Science in Diagnostic Imaging. This is a residency program here at Life West. We are one of only 4 programs nationwide offering this degree program, and we admit 1 student per year. The DACBAR, or the Diplomate of the American Chiropractic College of Radiology, is a postdoctoral training program to develop chiropractic radiologists. DACBAR residencies require 3 years of full-time training, establishing eligibility to sit for the Part 2 board examination, given by the American Chiropractic Board of Radiology. This is our 4th student to complete this program. The current graduate has demonstrated academic and clinical excellence, an unmatched work ethic, and an incredible drive to succeed. Her dedication, integrity, talent, skill, and personality shine bright. She inspires me every day, and it is with extreme honor, pride, and privilege that this degree is bestowed upon her. We are all very excited for her future. I want to give thanks to the current and future president, the provost, the administration, faculty, and staff who have all contributed to this program and its success. I want to give a special thanks to Dr. Gatterman, Dr. Schwartz, Dr. Henderson, and the numerous DAC-bars in the field who have contributed to our residents' success. It is with great honor that, Mr. President, upon the recommendation of faculty and administration, I hereby present this worthy candidate for the degree of the Masters of Science in Diagnostic Imaging.
Dr. Sarah Bonapane, Peabody, Massachusetts. Since Dr. Logan mentioned his, I'll mention mine. It's been 20 years since my graduation. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I hereby present the following 81 worthy candidates for the degree Doctor of Chiropractic. Darcy Cameron Hebert, British Columbia, Canada. Kimberley, British Columbia. Co-presenting with his father, Dr. Anthony Hebert, Kimberley, British Columbia, Canada. Brianna Connor, Wrentham, Massachusetts. Ryan James Gannett, Brentwood, California. Lauren Eads, Lake Stevens, Washington. Jaron Andrew Hua, East Oakland, California. Kyle Berry, Parker, Colorado. Salam Gabriel Hassan, Portland, Oregon. Manuel Armando Alde Herrera, Los Banos, California.
All day, every day.
Mario Alvarado, Bay Point, California. Renee Catherine Beneski, Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Co-presenting with her fiance, Dr. Brian Lenahan, South Amboy, New Jersey. Peter Giovanni Biruete Castro, 831 Salinas, California. Alexander Otis Brown, Reno, Nevada. Jacob Burt, Tehachapi, California. Bradley Carson, Chandler, Arizona. Rowenelin Badiango Chen Kanlu. Marianas Islands, Agate, Guam. Chad Cooper, Cottonwood, California. Andrew Jason Diaz, San Bruno, California. Lourdes Marie Flores, Modesto, California. Dilsharan Singh Gill, Cloverdale, British Columbia, Canada. Eduardo A. Gonzalez, San Marcos, California. Michael Shane Haney II, Fresno, California. Ariana Hernandez, Stockton, California. Nolan Hirayama, Fresno, California. Catherine Lisbeth Martinez Ibarra, Reedley, California. Heidi Montez, Murraysville, Pennsylvania. Co-presenting with her father, Dr. Aaron Tressmer, Murraysville, Pennsylvania. With her sister, Dr. Sydney Brown, Murraysville, Pennsylvania. With her husband, Dr. Diego Montes, Murraysville, Pennsylvania. Richard Hector Morales, Bakersfield, California. Fong Nguyen, Milpitas, California. Brandon Nguyen, San Leandro, California. Elijah Ochoa, Madera, California. Herman Escobar Ochoa III, Madera, California. Christine Pacheco, Salinas, California. Farzad Rabar, Los Angeles, California. Daniela Reyes, Livermore, California. Kaylee Rivera Entak, Bay Area, California. Mirnelis Elise Rivera Rios, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Janae Marlique Smith, Sacramento, California. Apaporn Sonprakan Sugawara, Lampang, Thailand. In front. Bex Afeake, To'omalatai, Onenoa, Samoa, by way of Santa Clara, California. Troncoso Jr., San Francisco, California. Monica Vigil Albor, Santa Rosa, California. Co-presenting with her cousin, Dr. Claudia Catalan, San Rafael, California. Morgan Elizabeth Winters, Spokane, Washington. Jonathan Ziegler, Sturgis, South Dakota. Co-presenting with his father, Dr. Mark Ziegler, Sturgis, South Dakota. Dante Bruno Bandoni, Orangevale, California. Madison Baxter, Porterville, California. Danielle Burgos, Calexico, California. Marcus Carr, San Diego, California. Dulcia Catalina Campos, San Jose, California. Marissa Ayako Chu, Morgan Hill, California. Kevin Hung Chow, Oakland, California. Jia Huang Andrew Liao, Taiwan. Makai Roy Manuel, Medford, Oregon. Georgina Marquez, Los Angeles, California. Co-presenting with her sister, Dr. Nayeli Marquez, Los Angeles, California, and her fiance, Dr. Ethan Wilmovsky, Olympia, Washington. Giselle Martinez, Portersville, California. Shay Francis O'Malley, San Rafael, California. Sarah Elizabeth Opper Gawaran, San Diego, California. Giovanni Priami, Chicago, Illinois. Deja Victoria Alora Ruiz, San Diego, California. Max Soko Schultz, Huntington Beach, California. Jasmine Genesis Gonzalez, Fort Collins, Colorado. Tebow Gorlin, Moraga, California. Tyler Hayes, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yuriko Sato Hazelhurst, Chiba, Japan.
Yeah, Yuriko! Woo! Yeah, Yuriko!
Ashton Haley Mackenzie Holiday, Jacksonville, Florida. Haley Hoagland, Mukilteo, Washington. Tyler Jockin, San Jose, California. Emily Laureen Khalil, Concord, California. Kamiley Kenny, Danville, California. Co-presenting with her parents, Drs. Jerry and Malia Kenny, and her sister, Dr. Kiana Hansen, Danville, California. Talia Rose Lee, Los Angeles, California. Mitchell Colt, Morden, Manitoba, Canada. Co-presenting with his mother, Dr. Dawn Watkins, Morden, Manitoba. With his father, Dr. Alan Colt, Morden, Manitoba. And with his uncle, Dr. Neil Watkins, Swan River, Manitoba. And his brother, Dr. Mackenzie Colt, Los Angeles, California. Christopher Ma, Castro Valley, California.
Christopher Ma!
Aaron Cherkis, San Francisco, California. Madison Ray Diaz, Hacienda Heights, California. Rachel Lynn DeGangi, Long Island, New York. Julie Duong, Antioch, California. McLean Ecolnier, Temecula, California. Jared Gabriel Simbulan, Linwood, Washington. Mervyn Rod DeCassin Sorilio, Union City, California. Kyle David Ulick, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shannon Williams, Sebastopol, California. Shanoy Samani, Iran. Luis Sandejas, San Diego, California.
Will the graduates please stand? By and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents and the State of California, I hereby confer the degree of Doctor of Chiropractic upon these 81 worthy candidates and the Master of Science in Diagnostic Imaging upon Dr. Sarah Bonapani. I'd now like to invite all the Doctors of Chiropractic in the audience and on our stage to join the graduates and me in repeating the chiropractor's oath, which can be found in the center of your program. Guests with us tonight, at Life West, we believe in dress rehearsals. And in the very first quarter that these graduates came to Life West, I had the honor of teaching them just one class, or two classes actually, not courses, but classes. And in one of those classes at the end, I had them stand up and let them know that in 12 to 14 quarters, they will be in front of 800 people reciting the chiropractic oath. And we practiced it, and they killed it. But they'll do even better tonight. And this is a transitional time. As Dr. Donaldson said, this will be my last graduation as president of Life Chiropractic College West, and I am honored. I am honored that the 81 graduates in our Masters of Science and Diagnostic Imaging, Dr. Sarah, were with me at this last graduation. So here we go. I'll repeat it first. I'll say it, and you repeat after me. In accordance with the law of nature, that law which God has prescribed to all humankind, and a consequence of my dedication to the restoration of the sick, by the application of that law, I promise and swear to keep to the best of my ability and judgment the following oath. Or here's the tricky part. You'll have to state your own name. I, then state your name, will observe and practice every acknowledged rule of professional conduct in relation to my profession, my patient, my colleague, and myself. I will keep an open mind regarding the progress of my profession, provided that this progression shall be confined within the boundaries of the chiropractic science, philosophy, and art. I will serve my patients to the best of my ability, violating neither confidence nor dignity. And in my association with patients, I shall not violate that which is moral and right. I shall regard and refer to my fellow chiropractor with honor, giving credit where it is due. I shall improve my knowledge and skill set, firm in my resolution to justify the responsibility which the degree Doctor of Chiropractic symbolizes and imposes. To all this I pledge myself, knowing these ideals are prescribed by the dictates of reason alone. You did great. Graduates, there's one final step, and it's the turning of the tassels. So let me explain to you what that is. The turning of the tassels is an ancient tradition that dates back to the 12th century, when caps and gowns first marked scholarly achievement in Europe's earliest universities. Today, that tradition continues, and for you, this moment is more than ceremony, it's transformation, marking your transition from chiropractic student to Doctor of Chiropractic. You are stepping into a profession that has grown into a global movement, one committed to restoring, reconnecting, and serving humanity through universal and innate expression. When you turn your tassels, you join a lineage that began in 1895 with the first chiropractic adjustment. From that single act of innate expression, a healing profession was born. With clarity, purpose, and heart, welcome to the profession. Now, it doesn't flip because we have these hats on. You'll have to turn them. You may now turn your tassels from the right to the left. Will the audience join me in congratulating our doctors from spring and summer class of 2025. Congratulations, doctors.